Hello class. We had a test scheduled for today on March 5th, Thursday. Obviously we're not having class today, so we're not going to have the exam. I decided not to send the exam home with you like we had talked about in class. I want to give the exam to you whenever we get back from spring break, which is not the best circumstance. So what I'm going to do is introduce you to your best friend. 3x5 index card. One side is blank, the other side has little lines on it. So what I want you to do is go to the review for exam. This is in the ELA section handouts. Just going to click on that. Wait for it to load. Okay, list of fallacies. In red are the fallacies that you need to learn. So what I want you to do is click on the red fallacy. It takes you to the NISCOR project. This is the first one, our friend, the ad hominem. What I want you to do is write on one side of the index card, the blank side, because it's less words, write ad hominem. So I'm going to write it out for you. Ad hom, I never can remember how to spell it, but thankfully it's there. Ad hominem. On the other side, write down the definition. Now, the definition is this. Boop. That's a lot of stuff to write down on an index card. So, what I want you to do is reduce it down to maybe one sentence. I'm going to highlight the one sentence that I'm going to write down, but I'm going to simplify it even further because I already know what it is. It's a personal attack. So, ad hominem fallacy, index card, other side, personal attack. Now, we talked about in class, you might have to write down more stuff than this if you can't remember it all, but don't trust yourself. Write down at least something for ad hominem, personal attack. And if you want to get really creative, I would add, instead of reasoning, attacking the person. So, this took me about 15 seconds to write a flashcard that I can go over with my parents or by myself. So what I want you to do is go through the entire review of the fallacies here. I'm going to go back to where I was a second ago. Okay, I just hit the back button, took me back to where I was because I'm still online. I did not download it yet. And then I'm going to go to ad hominem again. And the second part that you need to do, you need to make a second flashcard. Ad hominem on the blank side. On the other side, write out this example. 1, 2, 3. This is how it appears in an argument. I didn't write out the whole thing, but you get the idea. So I'm going to have two flashcards for ad hominem. One is the definition. The other one is the example, the 1, 2, 3 thing. Now, don't get confused because some of these have a different appearance. I believe appeal to popularity has the example first, and then the basic definition. Now, I'm not going to have you write out all this stuff here. What I want you to know is the basic, very basic definition of appeal to popularity, or all the other logical fallacies here that are in red. 18 of them, okay? Now, so I want you to do that. This is, instead of doing the exam at home, you're going to be creating flashcards and studying them, because whenever we get back from spring break, I'm going to give you an exam. The exam, whenever you get back, is going to be a little bit easier because you're going to be studying the whole time. And I'm going to do it probably orally. I'm going to be asking you, just like we do in class, go around the table, and if you don't know it the first time, I will circle back around, give you a second chance, and do that until I'm satisfied that you either know something or you don't, and give you a grade. And there's also time opportunity rather for you to correct another student. If a student gets it wrong or if a student doesn't know, then I can give you credit for um, knowing on the exam. So that's how we're going to do it. Um, you're going to also turn in your flashcards to me for half of the exam grade. So half of the exam grade will be turning in your flashcards. Half of the exam grade will be an oral review. So you're not going to be actually writing anything down for this section of the exam. Now, same thing for your timeline. What I want you to do is take this timeline here. One side of the index card, write destruction of Jerusalem, or whatever else is in the numbers. You know, reign of Titus, the monasticism, Roman Empire, yada yada. On the other side, write the significance. So one side of the flashcard, the event and date. Event and date. Other side of flashcard, temple is destroyed. So for logical fallacies and for timeline, do flashcards. Also, for flashcards, the histories of the kingdoms of Britain. On one side of the flashcard, write the question. On the other side of the flashcard, write your answer. Now, I don't give you the answers here on your review. You're going to have to go and read your book and get the examples out of your book if you don't remember from class. So, the things that I want you to do for the weekend. Number 1, logical fallacies flashcards. Number 2, and the logical fallacies, what you need to do is make 2 sets. One set of flashcards needs to be the definition, basic definition, just like one sentence. Second set of flashcards needs to be the example. That's the 1, 2, 3 thing in the flashcards. I mean, in the on the website. So I'll click here again to show you. You need to write 2 wrongs to make a right on one side of a flashcard. Other side of the flashcard, write the basic definition. Should be fairly easy to find. It's usually the first sentence or so of the definition here, description. And then make a second flashcard. On one side, 2 wrongs to make a right. On the other side, the example here. For everything in red. Should be 18 of them. Alright. You're going to do the same thing for the timeline. One side of flashcard, event and year. Other side of the flashcard, significance. Histories of the kings of Britain, same thing. One side, the question, the other side, about 3 sentences. Now this is going to be a little bit longer than the other ones because this is a short answer, the short answer section on the exam. Okay, there's some sections that we've left out. I'm going to go back up here to the top. Logical fallacies, flashcards. Maps. You're going to have to actually do your maps in class, and I will grade your maps. So you need to study them over the holiday. Now, histories of the kings of Britain is also going to be flashcards. Persuasive essay, you're going to have to actually write the essay out in class. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in class. We're probably only going to spend about half an hour on this, in addition to reviewing your flashcard material, which will also take about 15 minutes because we need to go into Macbeth. So what I want you to do is review your flashcards. Create them today, study them tonight, go over them with your parents periodically over the holiday, like on an evening. Go through your flashcards or go through your flashcards before you go to bed, and at least do it 3 or 4 times through, over the whole holiday. Like maybe twice tonight, twice on next Friday, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday, and then you should be able to know these pretty much backwards and forwards, which is why I don't want to give you a traditional exam if you study this. So you're going to turn in your flashcards for half of your exam grade. The other half will be going over them in class, and you should get plenty of practice in over the break. So, if you have any questions, let me know, and look forward to seeing you again.